joining us tonight. I'm Jim Muir, bringing you all the play-by-play action as the Rangerettes meet the Lady Lions, Carterville High School, in third-round action here from this tournament. Benton 2-0, and Carterville at 1-0. Benton has played 2 nights here. Everybody gets a bye night, where one session off. Carterville had theirs on Monday night, came back and played last night and defeated Heron by a dozen points. Benton won in here on Monday night against Heron, and then defeated Vienna last night, 46-16. So these two teams, both unblemished records on the season. The Rangerettes are coached by Andy Sloan. Benton, as we said, entered the game with a record of 2-0. Carterville coached by Matt Crane. And the Lady Lions, enter the game with a record of 1-0. And from what we've seen in this tournament, this game, if not the championship game, will go a long ways in determining the title, the champion of this tournament. Just from what I've seen this week, I kind of feel like these are the 2 best teams in the tournament, Benton and Carterville. So a big game on tap here tonight in this third night action from Marion. Benton, with 2 solid wins in here, a 58-44 win over the Heron Lady Tigers, and then last night against an outmatched Vienna Lady Eagles team. Benton won that game 46-16. And as we said, Carterville was only 1 game under the belt. They defeated Heron last night by 12, 58-46. And so both these teams in here tonight looking for to stay unbeaten in this tournament and head into a weekend play. Benton will be off Friday night, and then Carterville on Friday night will play Marion, and then Benton will play Marion on Saturday afternoon. So still a lot to be determined, but this game will go a long way in determining determining the champion of this tournament. This pregame show tonight being brought to you by your Benton West City Subway. Get to know the Subway Simple 6 menu at your Benton West City Subway. 6 of Subway's best 6-inch subs now in made-for-you meals for just $6 every day. Pick from tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more with a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips. $6 takes you all the way. Value made simple at your Benton West City Subway. You're listening to Rangerette Basketball here on WQRL. Let's get a break in. We'll come back, continue on with our Benton West City Subway pregame show back after these messages.
The annual holiday swap. Harold, you first.
Oh, it's a Subway card.
Wow.
Nice. Sharon?
I'm going to take the Subway card.
Oh, Harold, now you can choose a new gift.
I think I'll just take that Subway card right back.
Okay.
I don't think you can do that, Harold.
Stuff it, Glenn. This is between me and Sharon.
A Subway card is the gotta-have-it gift. With cards from $5 up to any amount, you'll get something for everyone. And they'll get their favorite subs, like the Big Hot Pastrami. Subway, eat fresh.
At participating restaurants.
At Weeks in Benton, we have 4 great brands of cars to choose from: Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep. Save up to $5,000 on select in-stock 2014 Impalas and Chargers. Or buy a Chevy Cruze for only $220 a month, or a 2014 Chrysler 200 Limited for only $239 a month. Take advantage now of Chrysler's Big Finish and Chevy's Black Friday sales events. That's Weeks in Benton, north of town but south of the price. Payments based on 10% of MSRP down plus tax, title, and license. Chevy Cruze 2.9% for 75 months. Chrysler 200 0% for 84 months with approved credit.
Back to Benton Rangerette Basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Marion, the Lady Wildcats Invitational here on WQRL. Again, glad to have you alongside with us tonight. A good matchup in store for us tonight. Carterville, the Lady Lions, coached by Matt Crane, who took his team to the sectional championship last year in his first year as the head coach there, and the Benton Rangerettes, who have so far, I think what I've seen from this Benton team is depth is the key. They've got 9 players. Talking with folks before the game, just some guys that have watched this team through the years, and we are all of the same opinion that this is a Benton team that you can throw any 5 of 9 out there and not going to lose a whole lot. And I mean that right straight down from the 1 through 5. You can rotate a lot of players out, so a lot of depth on this Benton team, and that will serve Benton well down the stretch because it's a rough, long basketball season. And I've often said January and February on the road, regardless of what conference you're in, those are long months. So to have a deep bench is certainly a key. When you look at this Carterville team, a couple things you see. One is some experience. Avery English is a junior. She was a starter on that sectional championship or sectional team, the finalist team last year. And also, Maddie Meyer drew a lot of varsity experience last year. Maddie is a junior. This is still a young team for Coach Matt Crane. He'll start 4 juniors and a sophomore tonight. So a very young Carterville team coming in here tonight against the Benton Rangerettes. We'll talk about the starting lineups here in just a minute. I want to remind you some of our sponsors here on the matchup tonight between Benton and Carterville. First, we talk about the keys to the game, and I again think the quick start. The quick start for the Rangerettes. They got out of the gate quickly last night. Sluggish on Monday night against Tarrant. Came back and played well in the second half, but I think getting off to that quick start again tonight will be crucial for Benton to try and get win number 3 on the season. Another thing, watched a little bit of the Carterville game last night. One of the things you notice is that they are very well coached. They've got some quickness. So I think Benton handling that quickness and countering that quickness that Carterville has, I think will also be a key in this basketball game if Benton wants to move to 3-0 in this 4-game tournament. It's a round-robin affair. Everybody's going to play 4, so Benton could move to 3-0 with a win tonight and would have Marion left on Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Our keys to the game brought to you by our friends at Heartland Office Supply in Benton. From paper clips to office furniture, Heartland Office Supply is your one-stop shopping spot for all your office supply needs. Inkjet cartridges, toner for copiers, file folders, envelopes, and custom order stamps. Heartland Office Supply has it all. Visit them online at heartlandofficesupply.com. That's heartlandofficesupply.com. Or give the good folks at Heartland a call, 435-4264. That's Heartland Office Supply, located 111 Lawrence in Benton. They bring you our keys to the game here on Rangerettes basketball. Also, I want to remind you that don't forget that our scoreboard tonight throughout the evening will be brought to you by All Stars and Stitches. All Stars and Stitches located at 418 East Main in Benton. Give Big Dave a call at 435-5555 and ask about that incredible $5 T-shirt deal. That's All Stars and Stitches. They'll bring you our scoreboard throughout this evening. Let's get another break in, and we'll come back and take a look at the starting lineups in this matchup. The Benton Rangerettes and the Carterville Lady Lions. Should be a dandy basketball game tonight, this matchup of two teams in this Marion tournament. And as I said, I think probably that what could be labeled as the championship game, both these teams, I believe, are the two best in the tournament. Of course, the Marion Lady Wildcats probably have got something else to say about that. But in any event, we believe we got a good one in front of us here tonight from Marion. Back after these very important messages.
The Benton Superlube on South DuQuoin in Benton is your home for the Pennzoil 10-minute oil change. Get your Dexus-approved synthetic oil change while the experts at the Benton Superlube rotate your tires, check your fluids, and vacuum your floor mats. Preventive maintenance saves you money in the long run. The Benton Superlube can service wipers, lights, even air filters. For your car's maintenance, trust the professionals at the Benton Superlube, 107 South DuQuoin in Benton. Call 439-2210 and go Rangers.
When it's time to make sure your teeth are in healthy condition, call Dr. Simpson, DDS in Benton to schedule your appointment or your child's appointment. Regular cleaning and checkups are part of maintaining your teeth for a comfortable, healthy smile. And if you're looking to brighten your smile, Dr. Simpson offers whitening too. When your teeth need cleaning, filling, crowns, bridge work, whitening, and more, call Dr. Simpson to make an appointment. 439-4364. That's 439-4364 for Dr. Simpson, DDS in Benton.
You need a law firm who is willing to go and fight for you, whether you're in a divorce, accused of a crime, or if you've been injured in an accident.
I'm Brian Drew. My brother Jason and I's law firm was built on and continues to be run on fighting for our clients. We'll fight for you all the way through trial, be it in front of a judge or jury, whatever it takes. From Cairo to Effingham, from river to river, we're here for you. No case is too big, no case is too small. If it matters to you, then it matters to us.
Because when it really matters, hire Drew & Drew. Call 439-9406 or online at drewlawgroup.com. Back to Benton Rangerette basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Marion, the Lady Wildcats Invitational here on WQRL. Again, we're coming to you from the Marion Junior High School. As you've heard us in an event you have not tuned in this week, you've heard us talk about it. have not heard us talk about the fact that this tournament this year played at the junior high school, which is the old Marion High School, somewhat of a legendary facility here in Marion. And there's some construction work going on at the high school, and the fire marshal shut the gymnasium down for the season. I think they're done. They're going to be trying to play the junior high and the high school in here this year, which is enough, I'm sure, to give everybody a headache trying to schedule all that out. But in any event, they've got 4 teams, two junior high teams, 2 high school teams trying to use this one facility here at Marion. So that, I'm sure, is going to create some chaos throughout the season. But in any event, they moved this tournament here this year. And but we have been treated very well here. And as I said, this gym, legendary gymnasium, the gym that Greg Sterk scored 70 points in back in 1967 when he set a South Sevens conference scoring record, and a record that still holds to this day and probably always will. That's probably one of those ones that will not be broken. And it's also a gymnasium where Benton fans will remember that Greg Fuston, part of the Twin Towers of that 66-67 Benton team, received a broken jaw down here, and he was hit by another player. And while he did play some the rest of the year, he never was quite the same as far as his play. And Benton, of course, went on that year and lost in the Super Sectional to Carbondale, and that's a little trek down memory lane just for absolutely nothing. It didn't cost you anything whatsoever. But in any event, I thought about those 2 experiences when I came in this gymnasium, that it is a gym that has seen a lot of great basketball played here, some great players played here also. So certainly it's not a bad facility. It's a big facility, and certainly will accommodate all the fans that are wanting to see a game here this year. So in any event, it is a nice facility, and we're happy to be here. And the hospitality has been the same. Marion Athletic Director Mike Chornack, Marion girls coach Chris Roberts, always very nice to us. And in fact, Chris Roberts met us at the door tonight. If you need anything at all, I said no. He said, if you need anything, you holler at me. I'll take care of it. So you always appreciate that kind of hospitality when you walk in the door. So we want to say kudos to both Mike Chornack and to Chris Roberts. We're going to take a look at the starting lineups here. We're about ready for action. The Benton Rangerettes will be the home team here tonight. They're in their home white uniforms, trimmed out in maroon numerals and lettering. And the Carterville Lady Lions, they are the visiting team here tonight. They're in their navy blue, trimmed out in orange and white numerals and lettering. First, we'll go with the visiting Lady Lions. A veteran team, but still a young team. They'll start 4 juniors and a sophomore. At the guard spot, it will be Avery English. She is a returner from last year's sectional finalist team. Also at a guard spot will be Maddie Myers. She is also a junior. She got a lot of playing time on that exceptional Carterville team from last year. Also in the lineup tonight at a forward spot will be Megan Barrett. And at the other forward spot, it will be Shelby Leeper. And at the center spot, it will be Cora Guerreri. So for the Lady Lions of Carterville High School, coached by Matt Crane, record 1-0, English, Barrett, Leeper, Meyer, and Guerreri. For the Benton Rangerettes, coached by Andy Sloan, with a record of 2-0, they'll go with the same starting lineup from last night. At one guard spot, it will be Allie Gisler, the sophomore. At the other guard spot, it will be Marcia Mendez. She is a junior. At the forward spot, it will be Katie Sandusky. Katie is a senior, and Callie Carney. Carney is a senior. And at the center spot, it will be Michaela Abney. Abney is a sophomore. So for the Rangerettes, Sandusky, Mendez, Gisher, Carney, and Abney. Benton coached by Andy Sloan, and the Rangerettes are at 2-0 on the young season. I want to remind you to be sure and tune in this Saturday morning for Saturday Morning Talking Sports. We're going to be continuing our transition from high school football to high school basketball, and we've spent some time today trying to put together some of the folks that will be with us on Saturday morning. We're going to be talking with Mike Mooneyham. He is the athletic director at Heron High School. We'll talk with him about that big matchup with Heron and Rochester. Also, Jason Carnes, the Heron coach, will be with us. Todd Heffernan will join us He's the beat writer for the Southern Illinois. Talks some SIU football and basketball. Also, a new coach, a familiar name, but a new coach here in Southern Illinois. Al Way was hired this week to coach the Harrisburg Bulldogs. Al, of course, has won a state championship back at Harrisburg back in 2000. He'll be with us. Also, Johnston City Superintendent Terry Milt will join us, and he's going to talk about a new Hall of Fame that they're building, or they're getting ready to put together in Johnston City. We look forward to talking to Terry about that. We got some of the more holes to plug in on that lineup, but right now we're moving right along with it. We think we're going to have a great program for you. Benton moving left to right. It will be Kearney and Guerreri. Rangerettes from the left to right, ball in the air, tip controlled by Benton. Kearney does not lose too many tips. She can get in the air. She's quite the athlete. With the basketball, Gisher and Carterville immediately extends the defense. Here's Mendez. They try to go down low and turn it over. Turn the ball over, try to go down low and feed Abney, and the ball turn over. And here comes Carterville with a chance to get on the board first. English with the basketball goes right side to Barrett. Now around to Maddie Meyer. Meyer with the basketball, right-hand dribble. Getting back in a kind of a matchup zone right now. Here's Barrett with the basketball. And it's going to be an over and back call on Carterville. Pass went to Meyer, and she caught the ball, but it bounced off her hand, hit on her knee back into the backcourt, and the over and back violation. So both teams begin this game with back-to-back turnovers. Here is Kearney, 15-foot jumper, good. Callie Kearney hits a free throw line jumper just right up the free throw line. The Rangerettes on the board first here, 2-0. With the basketball, it is Barrett around to English. Avery English, right side to Megan Barrett. Down low to Guerreri, shot up and in. Guerreri took the little pass over the top and laid it up and in, 2-2. This has the potential to be an excellent basketball game. Gisher to Mendez. Cross-court pass. It is Sandusky. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Abney won't go. Rebound, Kearney. Last touch by Kearney. It will be Carterville basketball. Rangerettes got a couple of shots at it down low. Couldn't get it to drop. Kearney lost the rebound out of bounds. Carterville with the basketball. We're tied at 2. We've played 90 seconds. With the basketball, Barrett goes right side to Meyer. Maddie Meyer. M-A-D-D-I. Maddie Meyer. English with the ball left side. Goes down low. Try to go down low to Guerreri. They're trying to work on Abney down low. They're trying to take it right at her. Guerreri probably about 6'1", it appears. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Carterville basketball under their own bucket. English will trigger. She looks, gets it in to Shelby Leeper. Now around to English. Ben did a good job. They were trying to get English spotted up the corner for the 3 ball. There's Meyer back to English. 2 minutes gone. We're tied at 2-2. Leeper to Meyer. Down low, they go to Leeper. Shot up and won't go. Fight for the rebound. And Katie Sandusky, and they're working hard, pulls it down. Katie bringing it on across the timeline, goes in the corner to Gisher, down low to Abney, and she's going to be fouled. Nice play. They went to the corner. Sandusky to Gisher in the corner, and they had Abney rolling down the lane, and she's just working that baseline. And they took it and got the shot up. It would not drop, but she'll go to the line and shoot 2. So Michaela Abney shoots a 2-shot foul. No substitutions thus far in the game. Abney free throw up and good. Kayla Abney gives the Rangerettes the lead, 3-2. Abney just a sophomore. She really came on at the end of last year. Played well. Second free throw up and in. Hits them both. And with the basketball, bringing it across the timeline will be Megan Barrett. Barrett, loose ball, and Mendez has it. Good defense by Mendez. She got a hand on it and then hauled it in and turns it right back over. It's going to be a 2-on-1 break. Outlet pass to Meyer. Meyer back to Barrett, up and in. Nice play. 4-4 is our score. It's a nice 2-on-1 break as Meyer took it to the basket. And Here's a shot up by Gisher, will not go. Rebound pulled down Maddie Meyer. Meyer on the dribble, and she threw it away. Four. We have played 3 minutes exactly. 5 minutes on the first quarter clock. Glad to have you alongside with us tonight. Gisher will bring it across the timeline. Goes to Mendez. Mendez to Gisher. Around to Sandusky. Sandusky feeding down low to Carney, and they're going to get a foul. It will be a non-shooting foul on the floor. Lob into Carney, shot up, and no good. Boy, they'd like to have that one again. Ball almost stolen, and it is stolen. Mendez has it. And she's tied up, and the jump ball possession arrow gives it back to Carterville. 4-4 is the score here. 4:39 to go in the first quarter. These two teams appear out of the gate to be very evenly matched. English goes around Mendez to the basket up in. That's just a nice move. She just went around Mendez and scored. And 6-4 Carterville. Here's Sandusky left side. Back around to Gisher. Now to Sandusky. Katie squares up for the three ball. Back rim won't go. Rebound Abney. Gets it back out to Mendez. Now to Carney. Callie. And they're going to call a jump ball. It'll be possession arrow Benton. 6-4, Carterville in the lead. Benton with the basketball. Mendez will trigger under her own bucket. Looks, gets it in to Gisher. Allie Gisher in the corner to Sandusky. They try to feed down low to Carney, and nothing there. And Carterville's going to get a 3-on-1 break. Here to the basket is Barrett. Shot won't go, but a late whistle gives a foul to Sandusky. It'll be a two-shot situation coming up for Barrett. Carterville had a 3-on-1 break. First free throw of the night for the Lady Lions at the line. It is Megan Barrett. Eyes the bucket, right-hand free throw in the air, and good. Barrett has 3 points. In the game for Carterville, Chandler Collins. And she'll replace Shelby Leeper. So Collins in the game. Chandler Collins. She's a sophomore. It's going to be a lane violation. And Andy Sloan is losing his mind. The player stepped in the lane and no call. And the free throw was shot. And it did just barely drew iron, and Carterville got the basket and stuck it back in. Should have been a lane violation. Shot should have been waved off. Wow. That's a blatant miss there. Here's Carney for three deep out of the corner. Mendez on the follow is foul, but that's not the shot. I do not believe that Andy Sloan wants Callie Carney shooting. Mendez, free throw up, and no good. Marcy Mendez. Benton, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Here is Kaylee Pettigo coming in the game, and she'll replace Gisher. Pettigo's had a good week of basketball here. 9-4, Carterville in the lead with that bucket. Benton misses 2, but Carney on the rebound, up and in. Callie Carney just showing some athletic ability right there. She came in from the middle of the lane on that missed free throw and grabbed the rebound and stuck it back in. And here's a steal, and they're going to say that Pettigo stepped on the line. Official says she stepped on the line. Benton fans do not like it. They're kind of riding the officials right now. They're still upset about that lane violation earlier. Haley Ing in the game for Benton. She played well in the 2 games here. She's had 6 and 7 off the bench. 9-6, Rangerettes trail. 3 minutes to go in the first with the basketball. Meyer. Now around to English, top of the circle. She launches a 3 ball. Back rim, won't go. Rebound Collins, won't go, and she's fouled. Collins will go to the free throw line to shoot the two-shot foul. He was in the act of shooting on that missed free throw, or probably that missed field goal. Collins' free throw is short, doesn't draw iron. And she'll get one more. 9-6, Rangerettes trail, 2:56 to go, first quarter action. Glad you're with us from the Marion Lady Wildcats Invitational. Collins eyes the bucket, free throw up, no good. Carney, high for the rebound. What an athlete. Carney still on the dribble. Carney in the corner to Sandusky. Back to Carney. Carney to the basket. Shot up, a lot of contact, no call. Rebound, last touched by Carterville. And it will be Benton basketball. Rangerettes down by 3, and Benton with the ball. Here's Sandusky in the corner to Mendez. Mendez back around to Ing. Ing now to Sandusky in the corner. Mendez. Mendez back to Sandusky. Katie Sandusky backs it out near the midcourt stripe, resets the offense. 2:25 to go in the first quarter. Rangerettes down by 3. Here's Ing. And threw it away. And here's a pass up court hauled in by Barrett. And right around Sandusky to the basket, Barrett gets the bucket. Barrett has 5, and the lead is 5, 11-6. Here's Sandusky out of the corner. Kicks it back out to Mendez, down low to Pedigo. Shot won't go, but she's fouled. Kaylee Pedigo will go to the line and shoots a 2-shot foul. 1:59 remaining in the first quarter. Carterville 11, Benton 6. Pedigo free throw up and good. Kaylee Pedigo. She's had a good week of basketball. Eleven 7. Rangerettes down by 4. Free throw up and good. Got them both. Getting 4 for 6 from the free throw line here in the first quarter. And the Rangerettes down by 3 with 1:55 remaining in the first quarter. English picked up by Mendez. Goes in the corner to Barrett. Barrett down the baseline. And contact, no call. We're going the other way. Benton with the basketball. Here is Mosley for 3. Won't go. Rebound, Pedigo. They're going to wave off the basket. They're going to count the basket. Pardon me. They're going to count the basket. No, they're going to say it was on the floor. So they've been in basketball. Foul on Carterville. They're 5th. Here's Mosley out of the corner for 3. Good. Taylor Mosley hits a 3 ball and ties this game up at 11. Big bucket by Taylor Mosley. She can shoot the basketball. English with the ball for Carterville. 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Maddie Meyer, and she's going to be fouled. Meyer driving to the basket. She's going to be fouled by Carney. Foul is on Callie Carney, non-shooting foul. That is the 13th foul on Benton, 2nd foul on Carney. Non-shooting foul. Carterville will inbound it, and they promptly throw it away. Gisher with the basketball. Benton with a chance to grab a lead here. Benton was down 11-6. Here is Mosley. They're paying a little more attention to her out there on that wing now. Here's Mosley again. Squared up. 3 ball up, and good! Taylor Mosley back-to-back 3 balls. Benton on an 8-0 run. It was 11-6. Carterville, now it's 14-11 Benton. And Barrett got by with a travel. Benton got in the game. Here's Leaper to the basket. Shot won't go. Rebound. Pedigo cannot hang on to that. Good hustle by Kaylee Pedigo. Loses a handle on the ball. It'll be Carterville ball. Kathy Johnson in the game. Carney will have a seat. 36 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Benton up by 3, 14-11. Been a dandy game thus far. English gets it inbounded to Meyer. Maddie Meyer lobs in the corner to English. Back around to Meyer. Around the perimeter they go. Leaper. Now to Barrett. Now to English. English to the basket. Throws up a shot. Won't go. And going to get a foul on Leaper over the back. Shelby Leaper over the back, I believe. It'll be Benton basketball. Yeah, foul on Leaper. And that is the 6th team foul on Carterville here in the first quarter. We'll keep an eye on that. Benton's going to get in the bonus early. Collins back in the game for Carterville with 19 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 14-11, Benton in the lead. Gisher walks it across the timeline in no hurry. 13 seconds. Now to Mendez. 10 seconds. Mendez picks up her dribble and throws it away. Tried to go in a corner on a set play. They were rolling Gisher around a couple screens and trying to get her into that corner for a 3-ball. Threw it over her head. Here comes Carterville. 5 seconds. English, 2 seconds. English may not get a shot off. Goes up the prayer. It won't go in. And that's going to end our first quarter of play. 8 minutes in the book. It's been a good 8 minutes of basketball, both teams. Benton leads at 14-11. Back to Marion in 60 seconds.
Some of us put our life savings under the mattress, while others use a coffee can. For a safe and valuable means of saving your money that you would like to pass on someday to someone special, talk to SCD Ray & Sons Insurance Agency in Benton about single premium whole life insurance. You will immediately increase the amount you can leave to your heirs without any negative tax implications. Sound too good to be true? Call SCD Ray & Sons, your Pekin Insurance Agency, at 439-7557 for all the exciting and valuable details of single premium whole life insurance.
Renly College's Adult Volunteer Literacy Program is looking for volunteers to help stop adult illiteracy. Give the gift of reading and be a hero forever. Renly College will provide you with training and materials to help adults develop the basic reading ability needed to excel. You can work one-on-one, tutor a small group, or work with students in an adult education classroom. Experience the joy of helping others and change a life. Call Renly College's Volunteer Partnership toll-free at 800-369-5321, extension 1342.
Back to Benton Rangerette basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Marion, the Lady Wildcats Invitational. We head to the second quarter. Carterville with the basketball. And Benton with a 3-point lead, 14-11. We'll set the lineups as we move along. Here is English to Meyer. Maddie Meyer on the dribble. Kicks it back out to English. Avery English drives to the free throw line, puts up the shot, won't go. Rebound Mendez. Marcy Mendez brings it across the timeline in a hurry. Now backs it out. Now goes left side to Gisher. Allie Gisher. Bring it back around between the circles. Goes left side to Mosley. Cassie Johnson also in the game, and Kaylee Pettigo for the Rangerettes. Gisher just beyond the arc, goes around to Mosley. Now to Gisher, and Gisher traveled with the basketball. Allie took a little step before she got the ball down the floor, and they called the travel on her. Good call. And it'll be Carterville basketball. 14-11 is our score. We are 45 seconds into the second quarter. For the basketball, Barrett goes right side to English. Walks off a screen by Guerreri. And going to be a foul call. Guerreri rolled to the basket. It will be a non-shooting foul, I believe. Foul's going to be on Cassie Johnson. Carney back in the game, and Abney back in the game. Johnson out of the game for Benton. Inbounds will come to Guerreri. Kicks it around to Maddie Meyer for 3. Won't go. Rebound Mendez. Mendez, nice pass outlet to Gisher. Up and in. Allie Gisher got behind the defense, and Mendez saw her, and Benton has a 5-point lead, 16-11. Here's loose ball, and Maddie Meyer runs it down. Meyer with the basketball. Round to Avery English. Back to Meyer. Meyer dishes down low. It's almost a steal. Meyer comes up with a basketball, and it is a steal. Carney has it. Callie. She'll bring it across the timeline. Callie Carney on the dribble. Kicks in the corner to Mendez. Mendez does a nice job. Nothing there. Gets it down low to Abney. Puts up the shot up and in. Nice move by Michaela Abney. As she spots up, turns to the baseline, and kisses it off the glass. I love that shot off the backboard down there. Use the backboard, and she did it very well. And the Rangerettes have opened up a 7-point lead, 18-11. So Benton after a 3-point lead into one, Benton will score the first 4 points here in the second quarter, and the Rangerettes lead at 18-11. Want to remind you that our timeout brought to you by SCD Ray and Sons Insurance. They have been serving your insurance needs since 1911. Stop by and see John D. Aiken or Bob Ray, or give them a call, 439-7557. That's SCD Ray and Sons Insurance, serving your insurance needs since 1911. Also want to remind you that Martin's Restaurant and Catering, one of our sponsors here on Rangerettes Basketball. Martin's Restaurant and Catering, located 412 East Main in Benton. Bob Martin, longtime sponsor of Benton Ranger and Rangerettes Athletics. Stop by and visit Bob Martin and his fine staff. Check out those daily lunch specials and those very good homemade pies. That's Martin's Restaurant and Catering, one of our fine sponsors here on Rangerettes Basketball. Benton with a 7-point lead. We're still early in the second. 6:17 to play now. The Rangerettes out of that timeout. Going to mix things up a little bit, show a little full court pressure. And here's a steal by Gisher to the basket, up and no good. Carney on the rebound. And they're going to say it's on the floor of the foul. But that will send Carney to the line. That's the 7th foul on Carterville. And we told you, we mentioned that in the first quarter, that when they picked up their 6th, that they were going to send Benton to the bonus, put Benton in the bonus early. So it's 6:11 to go in the first half. The Rangerettes are in the bonus. But it's one thing to get in the bonus early. It's the second thing is to take advantage of that. And Benton will shoot 1-1 here with a chance to extend a 7-point lead. Callie Carney, free throw up and no good. Side rim. Rebound, pulled down, but stolen away by Gisher again. Loses a handle, picked up by Abney, up and in. Abney has 6, and the Rangerettes have a 9-point lead, 20-11. Benton is on a 14-0 run. It was 11-6. Carterville in the lead, and here's a steal by Mendez. Mendez gets it. Abney now has it. Now gets it back to Mendez. Here come the Rangerettes, and Marcy Mendez double dribble. She's mad at herself. What she did, she bounced the ball. She was going to take it off the dribble and pass it, and kind of lost the handle on a little bit and brought her other hand over, and they call her on the double dribble. It was a good call, but it was also a good thought on her part to get rid of the basketball right then. Had a man open. Here comes English down the lane, up and in. That breaks the scoring drought for Carterville. Benton was on a 14-0 run. Carterville scores, and Benton leads it by 7, 20-13. Cross-court pass here is Mosley. Spotted up for 3, now kicks it back out. Now to Carney. Puts up the shot. Around won't go. Abney on the rebound, up and in. Abney has 8 now, and they're having a hard time handling her down low. Michaela Abney, just a sophomore for Benton, 6'1". And when she gets the basketball on that low, here's a steal. Gisher has it one-on-one with Maddie Meyer. Gisher, and she's going to be fouled by Meyer. Benton playing really well right now, particularly on the defensive end. And that's not to say they're playing poorly on the offensive end. Their defense is just so good right now. Gisher and Mendez have given the Carterville guards fits. Allie Gisher will shoot the 1-and-1. Free throw up and in. Allie Gisher has 3. Rangerettes 5 for 8 from the free throw line. 23-13. Benton with a 10-point lead. Second one by Allie. Up and got them both. Gisher has 4, and the Rangerettes lead it by 11, 24-13. To the basketball, English. Now right side to Meyer. Meyer to the basket, up off the glass, won't go. Rebound, Katie Sandusky. Katie in the backcourt. Kicks it out to Mendez. Marcy across the timeline. Back to Sandusky. Katie squares up for the 3 ball. Yes! Katie Sandusky hits the 3 ball. Matt Crane wants a timeout, and Benton has opened up a 14-point lead, 27-13, over the Carterville Lady Lions, and this is a good Carterville team. Benton just playing very well right now. 27-13, the Rangerettes in the lead, and keep in mind, Benton trailed at one point 11-6. 11-6. So since that time, it's been a 21-6 2 run by the Rangerettes, and a lot of that created by their defense, and particularly Gisher and Mendez out front. The play of Abney down low. She has 8 points. So just overall, not any weak spots right now. A couple of 3 balls by Mosley, a 3 ball by Katie Sandusky. So Rangerettes clicking on all cylinders right now as they lead this game 27-13. Still 4.5 to play in the first half. So Benton really playing well here over the last, I'll say the last 8 minutes, the final 4 of the first half or first quarter, and the first 4 here of the second quarter. Matt Crane, following that last basket, he got a quick timeout in to try and slow down this avalanche that's the Benton Rangerettes right now. Benton's going to show some full court pressure again. The press has given teams trouble this week over here. Benton's got good quickness, and Carterville throws it away. Benton forced the turnover. Good defense by the Rangerettes. Mendez will get it into Gisher. Gisher on the dribble, goes back to the top of the circle. Now they go high post to Carney. Callie kicks it back out to Gisher. Now down low to Carney through her hands, and with a basketball, it is Barrett, and Barrett's going to be fouled by Gisher. Pair number 12's collide out there. Megan Barrett and Allie Gisher. Foul on Gisher. That's her first, and that's the team 5th. Non-shooting foul. Carterville with a basketball and down by 14. Been a 20-point swing in this game. 19-point swing in this game. Benton trailed by 6. Trailed by 5, and they lead by 14. With a basketball, it is English. Benton's got the Carterville offense pushed out now. With the basketball now, Maddie Meyer back around. In the game for Carterville is Montana Taylor. To Collins. Collins to the basket, puts up the shot, won't go. Rebound Abney. But Taylor gets it out to Gisher. Here comes Allie. Allie quickly up court to Sandusky. Katie back around to Gisher, now around to Mendez. Looking down low, they go back to Katie. Square her up for a 3, up and good. Katie Sandusky buries the 3. That's the 4th 3 for the Rangerettes tonight. And Benton has opened up a 17-point lead, 30-13. Wow. 3:15 to go in the second quarter. The basketball, Taylor for Carterville. And going to be a hand foul, just a little check foul on Gisher. She can't believe it. I can't either, just tell you the truth. Considering what they've let go, put a hand on somebody 25 feet from the basket, and they call the foul. Huh. All right, the whistle's out. I put the whistle away. Back to action. Here is Avery English to trigger. She'll get it in to Maddie Meyer. Meyer with the basketball. Meyer drives the lane, puts up the shot off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down, Haley Ean to Carney. Callie to the middle of the lane, puts up the shot up, and then Benton is shooting the lights out here tonight. Carney has 6, and Benton has blown this one wide open, 32-13. Who would have thought this? 19-point lead for the Rangerettes. Here is a foul on Callie Carney. That draws the ire of the Benton contingent. Somebody might make a quick exit down here. That's going to send English to the line. We go up and no good. 2:34 to go in the first half, and Benton leading it by 19. Since Carterville jumped out to an 11-6 lead, Benton has outscored them 26-2. Second free throw by English, up and good. English gets the second one down. Avery English has 5. And Benton with the basketball. and a big lead. Katie Sandusky tries to go down low, knocked out of bounds by English, trying to feed the low post. Kaylee Pettigo. Mendez will trigger. Here is pass inbounds to Pettigo. Shot won't go, but she's fouled. Kaylee Pettigo. I mentioned in the pregame, and I really mean that, this team has got nine players, at least 9, and you could just about throw any 5 out there, and you've got some offense and you've got some defense, and certainly a deep bench for Coach Andy Sloan. Kaylee Pettigo hits the first free throw. She's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Second one is up and no good. Back rim. 33-14, Benton by 19 with 2:15 to play. Here's Meyer. Right side to Barrett. Barrett will back it out. We're approaching the 2-minute mark. Barrett drives the lane, still on the dribble, all the way under the basket, kicks it back out to English, and they're going to call a foul. Foul is on Mendez, I believe. Didn't see that one. Marcy Mendez whistle for the foul, and that will send Avery English to the free throw line. Benton leading at 33-14. Free throw up and good by English. She'll get one more. There's a 1 in bonus. Both teams in the bonus. 9 team fouls on Carterville and 8 on Benton. Second free throw is up and no good. The rebound pulled down by Pettigo. 1:55 and counting here in the second quarter. Benton with an 18-point lead, 33-15. Excellent first half of play by the Rangerettes. They have done just about everything right. Turnovers at a minimum. They've hit the 3 ball. They went inside. And right now, Mendez stands out near the midcourt stripe and bounces the basketball, and Carterville stays back in the 3-2 zone. And she just stands there and bounces the ball. They've made no attempt to come out and get her, so she's just bouncing the ball. She's about 4 feet inside the midcourt stripe, and she bounces the basketball. They stay back. I guess they're going to let Benton play with the final shot. That appears what we're going to do here. We're approaching the 1:10 mark. Mendez has bounced the basketball out there for about 30 seconds. We drop under the 1-minute mark. Mendez bounces the ball. Carterville stays in the 3-2. And now Mendez moves to the center of between the circles. Now she's back to the right side. Now back between the circles, 40 seconds. Mendez directs traffic, gets her teammates where she wants them. Still out near the midcourt stripe at 30 seconds. Rangerettes will make their move at about 10 or 12 seconds. Here's Mendez. Don't be surprised to see Benton trying to get Sandusky freed open for a 3. Mendez bounces the ball at 15 seconds. Mendez goes to Eames. Eames around to Sandusky. Sandusky for 3. There it is. Shot short. Rebound to Carterville. 5 seconds. Here comes Barrett to the basket. Shot up and in and counted. Carterville gets the bucket and the foul. And a chance to cut into an 18-point lead. The basket will count by Barrett. She has 7. Cuts the lead to 16. In the game for Carterville will be Megan Adams. Also in the game for Carterville is Taylor Dunning. And Megan Barrett will try and complete the 3-point play with 2.3 seconds remaining in the first half. Free throw up and good. Benton with the basketball. Here's Mendez. And the Rangerettes will not get a shot off. We complete our first half of play, and it was a very good first half for the Benton Rangerettes, as Benton will go to the locker room with a 33-18 lead, 33-18 over the Carterville Lady Lions. Be sure and stay with us for our Drake's Jewelry halftime report coming your way after these very important messages. Once again, our halftime score, Benton 33, Carterville 18. Back to Marion, the Lady Wildcats Invitational, back in 3 minutes.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. If you need screen printing, embroidery, plaques, or trophies, give the big man, Big Dave, a call at All Stars and Stitches in Benton, Illinois, 435-555-555.
All Stars and Stitches located at 418 East Main Street here in Benton. We're located a half a block from the Benton High School. Our regular hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 5. We're located a half a block from the Benton High School. What was that number again, Coach?
435-555-555.
You need a law firm who is willing to go and fight for you, whether you're in a divorce, accused of a crime, or if you've been injured in an accident.
I'm Brian Drew. My brother Jason and I's law firm was built on and continues to be run on fighting for our clients. We'll fight for you all the way through trial, be it in front of a judge or jury, whatever it takes. From Cairo to Effingham, from river to river, we're here for you. No case is too big, no case is too small. If it matters to you, then it matters to us.
Because when it really matters, hire Drew and Drew. Call 439-9406 or online at drewlawgroup.com.
Tired of feeling just like another number at the big box store pharmacies? Kimmel Chaplin Pharmacy takes the time to get to know patients on a first-name basis, understand your needs, explain medications, answer any questions you might have, and maintain a great relationship with your third-party insurance, Medicare, or Illinois Public Aid card. Really, it's the prompt professional service and free delivery in the Benton West City area that really set Kimmel Chaplin apart from all the others. Kimmel Chaplin Pharmacy, inside the Benton Medical Center on Bailey Lane.
Rock bottom prices and speedy delivery. That's Jesse Drew Rocket Material. Decorative landscaping, driveway rock, topsoil, sand, mulch, or lime. Jesse Drew Rocket Material has what you need to turn your yard into a place where you can relax and be the envy of your neighbors. Jesse Drew Rocket Material also spreads dirt and mulch with their Bobcats so you don't have to. Transform your yard or drive into something you've always imagined. Call Jesse Drew Rocket Material at 927-7857. 927-7857.
Introducing the new Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs now in made just for you meals. For just $6 every day.
I got it made fresh at Subway.
Take your pick from 6 of our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. With a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips, the new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made.
Subway.
Prices and participation may vary. Additional charges for extras plus tax. See stores for menu selections. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
At Weeks in Benton, we have 4 great brands of cars to choose from: Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep. Save up to $5,000 on select in-stock 2014 Impalas and Chargers. Or buy a Chevy Cruze for only $220 a month, or a 2014 Chrysler 200 Limited for only $239 a month. Take advantage now of Chrysler's Big Finish and Chevy's Black Friday sales events. That's Weeks in Benton, north of town, but south of the price. Payments based on 10% of MSRP down plus tax, title, and license. Chevy Cruze 2.9% for 75 months. Chrysler 200 0% for 84 months with approved credit.
Back to Benton Rangerette basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Marion, the Lady Wildcats Invitational. We're at halftime, third night action here, and the Benton Rangerettes put together just an outstanding first half of play. Despite the three-point play that Carterville got to end the second quarter, Benton still outscored the Lady Lions 19-7 in that second quarter, after leading 14-11 at the end of one. The oddity in this game is that at one point Benton trailed 11-6, and from that point, Benton went on a 16-0 run, and at one stretch outscored Carterville 26-2, and Carterville now trails by 15, 33-18, 33-18. Our halftime report is brought to you by Drake's Jewelry, 1204 Public Square in Benton, your hometown jewelry store. With 3 designer bridal lines, Drake's Jewelry is where Southern Illinois gets engaged. Featuring Romance, LaVie, and Finelli, Drake's Jewelry has more than 250 affordable styles to choose from. Stop by and visit Drake's Jewelry on the east side of Benton Public Square, or shop online at drakes-jewelry.com. That's Drake's Jewelry, your hometown jewelry store, to bring you our halftime report here on Benton Rangerettes basketball. Don't forget, Drake's Jewelry, They have financing 12 or 24 months, same as cash, for qualified buyers. That's Drake's Jewelry, 1204 Public Square in Benton. 33-18 is our halftime score. Let's look at the scoring. First, for the visiting Carterville Lady Lions, they were led in scoring. They had they had one player with 8 points. That was Megan Barrett. Barrett with 8. Avery English had 6. Maddie Meyer got 2. And Cora Guerreri had 2. For Carterville, 18 points here in the first half. They scored 11 in the first quarter, 7 in the second quarter, 18 at halftime. For the Rangerettes, again, what has been kind of their staple throughout this tournament, balanced scoring for the Rangerettes. They were led in scoring by Michaela Abney with 8. Following her, it was Callie Carney with 6. Taylor Mosley with 6. Katie Sandusky with 6. Allie Gisher with 4. And Kaylee Pedigo with 3. Rangerettes with 33-14 in the first quarter, 19 in the second quarter, and Benton leads it here at halftime, 33-18. I want to remind you, our scoreboard, every score we give you during the Rangerette and Ranger basketball, will be brought to you by All Stars and Stitches, 418 East Main in Benton. Stop by and check with Big Dave and ask you about that incredible $5 T-shirt deal. That's All Stars and Stitches, 418 East Main Street in Benton. Give Big Dave a call at 435-5555. You're tuned to Benton Rangerettes basketball here on WQRL. Let's get another break in. We'll come back, get you set for third quarter action back after these messages. We will keep it here. We will keep it here from Marion here at halftime. Again, our score 33-18, 33-18. And one of the things you can see is a concern as you head into the third. You're talking, well, concern with a 15-point lead, but we'll watch the first 3-4 minutes of this third quarter. And that always seems like that's a place where if a team's going to get back in it, this game could go either way right now. If the Rangerettes could come out and get on a 5, 6, 8-point run, they might be able to ice this one away. On the other hand, if Carterville comes out, they get on a quick run, they could get right back in this thing. 15-point lead in a high school basketball game, we have told you many times, we'll tell you many more times, can be made up in a hurry. That three-point shot has changed the dynamics of high school basketball. And you can get back in one. You can get out of one in a hurry. You can get back in one in a hurry. And we'll watch how this first 3, 4, 5 minutes of the third quarter goes. Also, I want to remind you again, be sure and tune in Saturday morning. For Saturday morning Talking Sports, we're going to be previewing that big Aaron-Rochester game. We'll have Mike Mooneyham, the athletic director from Aaron, talking about tickets and parking and the like. Jason Carnes, the head coach at Aaron, he'll join us on Saturday morning. We're also going to talk some high school basketball. We'll talk about the Christopher Turkey Tournament. We'll be broadcasting from there all next week. Also going to be talking with Todd Hefferman. He's the SIU beat writer for the Southern Illinois newspaper. We'll talk some SIU football and SIU basketball. Impressive win by the Salukis on Tuesday night. They won big down at Tennessee State against former Egyptian standout Dana Ford, who's the coach there now. So Todd Hefferman will join us. We're also going to talk with new Harrisburg coach Al Way. Al Way, certainly a familiar name here in Southern Illinois, but Al been out of football, has worked some as an assistant over the last few years at various places, Miami and El Dorado. Worked some at Harrisburg, but he is the new head coach. Jason Roper has resigned, and Al Way, the new head coach at Harrisburg, and that certainly livens things up in the Ohio division without question. A veteran coach like Al Way entering the mix is certainly be interesting to see how that plays out. We'll have Al on the show to talk to him on Saturday morning. We're also going to be joined by Terry Milt. He's the superintendent at Johnson City High School. and they're getting ready to start a Hall of Fame down there. We're going to be talking with him about that process. Benton will have the basketball to begin third quarter play, and we'll set the lineups as we go along. Allie Gisher, Katie Sandusky, Callie Carney, Michaela Abney, and Marcy Mendez for Benton. Avery English, also Maddie Meyer, Megan Barrett, Shelby Leeper, and Cora Guerrera. Here is Carney. Puts up a baseline jumper, in and out, won't go, rebound Carterville. That ball by Carney did everything but go in the basket. It went down in the basket and popped back out. Here is Barrett. Guarded by Sandusky, around to English. Barrett drives the lane, puts up the shot, won't go, rebound. Here comes Gisher. Gisher had the run out going, but the pass was a little bit straighter off the path, and she had to go run the ball down, so they'll set the offense. Right side to Sandusky. Here's Carney deep in the corner. Back to Sandusky. Now to Gisher. Now to Sandusky. Now Mendez. Marcy goes high post to Carney. Now to Sandusky. Shot up. Won't go. The Rangerettes start out 0 for 2 from the field here to start third quarter play. Still maintain a 15-point lead, 33-18. Here's Barrett. Around to Meyer. Meyer cut off on the baseline. Guerreri puts up the shot, won't go. Fight for the rebound, and Carterville comes away with it. Here is English. Drives the lane, puts up the shot, up and in. Avery English gets the bucket, 33-20. Carterville's going to show some full court pressure. Ben does a good job. Get the ball across the midcourt stripe. Here's Sandusky to Mendez. Looking down low, nothing there. Trying to get it to Abney. Left side to Gisher. Rangerettes play catch around the perimeter. Here's Sandusky for three. Will not go. Going to be a foul on Abney over the back. Be a non-shooting foul. Gives the basketball back to Carterville. That's the first foul on Abney. First team foul on the Rangerettes here in the second half. And Carterville can cut into a 13-point lead. Benton is led by as many as 19. It's down to 13 right now. The ball is English. Avery English for Carterville. Back top of the circle to Meyer. Maddie Meyer on the right-hand dribble. Back right side to Megan Barrett. Barrett drives the lane, and good defense by Sandusky, and last touch by Barrett. So Sandusky, the good defense, pays off, and then Barrett was the last one to touch it, so the Rangerettes get it back on the turnover. Carterville's going to show some full court pressure again. Sandusky in the backcourt. Benton breaks the press. They got a 2-on-1 break. Here's Carney up and in off the glass. Nice play as the Rangerettes beat that press and got a quick 2-on-1 break. Carney has 8. Go back the other way. Here's Guerreri. Shot won't go. Rebound, Mendez. Mendez quickly up court to Sandusky. Up and in. Katie Sandusky beat the defense down the floor, and Matt Crane wants a timeout. Sandusky has 8, and the Rangerettes back up to a 17-point lead, back up to a 13-point lead, 35-22. 35-22. Should be 37-22. Should be 37-22. I knew I had that right. These guys will ask me. I will help them down the stretch on the scoreboard. Rarely, if ever, am I wrong. Ask Tom Wheeler. He'll tell you next week that rarely, if ever, have I been wrong on keeping score. So in any event, it's 37-22. They'll change it here momentarily, and I'll let you know when that happens. They have not asked me yet what my scorebook says, but in any event, 37-22 is the score. I want to remind you again that this timeout brought to you by SCD Ray and Sons Insurance, where they have served your insurance needs since 1911. Stop and see John D. Aiken or Bob Ray. Give them a call, 439-7557. And now they're going to the scoreboard after enough fans have told them they need to change the scoreboard. And they added up. Okay. 37-20. Tom Wheeler and I often say during the course of a season, they'll just ask and we'll help. I could have helped them right then and saved them some grief, but they never asked. Carterville basketball, 37-20, Rangerettes by 17. Been led by 15 at halftime. They've maintained that with 3 minutes in here in the third. Benton showing some full court pressure, and Carterville having some trouble. And Matt Crane has to burn a timeout to keep from losing the ball. 37-20. Again, this timeout brought to you by SCD Ray and Sons Insurance, where they have served your insurance needs since 1911. Want to wish a happy birthday. Just handed a note. Want to wish a happy birthday to Marcy Mendez. Marcy Mendez celebrating her birthday, so happy birthday to Marcy Mendez. Benton guard, and she's hoping to get a victory here tonight on her birthday. 37-20, Rangerettes with the lead, Carterville with the basketball. We're approaching the midway point of the third quarter. Here is English with the basketball. Avery English to the basket, shot won't go. Guerreri and Leeper fight for the ball. Leeper comes up with it, can't get it. Mendez hauls it in and gets it away somehow to Gisher. Benton's going to have a 2-on-1 break. Here's Sandusky. Up, won't go, but she draws the foul. And Katie Sandusky will go to the line and shoot two. Katie Sandusky. Somehow Mendez saved that ball from going out of bounds. It looked like there was no way she could save that ball. And she kept it alive, got it back in. Getting on a 2-on-1 break, and Sandusky gets fouled. And Sandusky looking for double figures. She has 9 now, looking for point number 10. Eyes the bucket, left-hand free throws up, and around and good. Give Katie Sandusky 10. She becomes the leading scorer in this game for the Rangerettes. And see, that has to be something. And I'm not saying it went in favor of Benton or against Benton, but you've got to call something. Carterville's driving the lane. 2 players collide. Both players fall to the ground, and the ball bounces out of bounds, and they call nothing. You've got to call something. It's either a block or a charge. Here's a three-point. No. Started to be a three-point shot from English. She kicks it back around. Now she shoots the 3 ball, and no good. Front rim Mendez quickly out court to Gisher, to the basket, up, shot won't go, a lot of contact, and jump ball called. Carterville possession on the jump ball, alternating possession, a good Carterville basketball. Benton by 19, 39-20, with 4:10 to play in this third quarter. Here's Barrett, trapped in the corner. Double teamed, and Matt Crane calls another timeout. That's the third timeout he's had to burn here in this third quarter just to try and save possessions. And he's not very happy with his team right now. Benton defense. And one of the things we'll talk with Coach Sloan about is that defense. Benton's defense has been very good tonight from start to finish here, or at least from start to the starting point to where we're at right now, at the midway point of the third quarter. And the Rangerettes have gotten some buckets because of the defense. They've turned the offense from the defense, and Benton leads it by 19 here against a good Carterville team. 39-20, Benton by 19. We're back with you for Rangerettes basketball on Saturday afternoon, the finale, final game of this tournament on Saturday at 2 o'clock. It'll be Carterville basketball, Avery English. She'll get it in to Barrett, and Barrett will bring it back across the timeline. Barrett goes left side to English. Pressured by Mendez. Go to high post to Guerreri. Shot up and in. Guerreri. Hits the bucket down, 39-22. 3.5 to play in the third. Carterville pressing. Mendez. Benton does a good job getting it to the middle of the floor. They find Abney down low, up and in. That's how you beat a press right there. They got the ball to the middle of the floor. They got a 3-on-1 break. Got the ball to Abney, and Michaela finished. She has 10 now. Her and Sandusky with 10 apiece lead the Rangerettes here tonight. Benton's doing a great job on the defensive end. This press with Carney and Gisher out there and Sandusky. Kaylee Fedigo in the game and Abney out. Abney has 10. Fedigo has played well. Avery English with a basketball for Carterville. She fires a 3-ball. Good. Long-range 3-ball by Avery English. She has 11. That's 41-25, 16-point lead. Mendez in the backcourt. Now to Sandusky. And Andy Sloan wants a timeout. He didn't like the way that his team was attacking the press right then. And he gets a timeout in. They're going to draw something up, and he'll explain to them what the Benton was getting it to the middle of the floor. Carterville brought a player up, and so Benton looked a little out of sync on that particular series when they were trying to get the ball across the timeline. So Andy Burns a timeout, and he'll talk with his team about that. 41-25, Benton by 16 points, and still 2:50 to go in the third quarter. 2:50 in the third, and Benton leading it by a score of 41-25. I want to remind you this timeout brought to you by SCD Ray and Sons Insurance, serving your insurance needs since 1911. I want to also remind you that another of our sponsors here on Rangerette Basketball, Whittington Church. Whittington Church knows the importance of teamwork, and they encourage you to be a part of a winning team at one of the many fine churches in our area. That's Whittington Church, wishing a successful season to the Rangerettes and all the teams in our area. That's Whittington Church, one of our sponsors here on Rangerettes Basketball. Benton with a basketball, 41-25. Rangerettes by 16. We're under 3 minutes in the third. Here's Mendez. Goes in the corner to Sandusky. Now to Carney. Baseline shot won't go. Rebound. Pedigo won't go. Rebound Leaper. Good work down low there by Kaylee Pedigo. She's battling hard down there on the offensive glass. Here's Meyer for Carterville. To English. Left side Barrett. Looking down low for Leaper. Now to Meyer. Maddie Meyer. And they call the offensive foul. As Pedigo holds her ground. And they call the charge on Meyer. That's a good call. If he'd have called it a block, I'd have called it a good call. I'm just wanting to call. I'll probably whine about that all year long. Two players collide, it has to be a foul. They called it then. Perhaps he heard me from way up here in the Crow's Nest. Here is Benton with a basketball. They go try and go down low to Carney. Somehow she hangs on to it, gets up the shot, it won't go. Again, Pedigo won't go, but she's fouled. Kaylee Pedigo working hard. (41-25), Rangerettes by 16. Benton led it by 15 at halftime. Pedigo eyes the bucket, free throws up, and back frame no good. She'll get one more. Kaylee Pedigo, she has 3 points on the night, but has played well. Pedigo, second free throw up, and no good. Rebound, fight for it, and Carterville has it. Under 2 minutes. Barrett with the basketball. Here is Meyer. Meyer will bring it around the perimeter, still on the dribble. Kicks it out to English. English trying to work around a screen. Nearly a steal, and they're going to call a foul on Marcy Mendez. Meyer will trigger for Carterville. 41-25. Inbounds will come to Barrett. Megan Barrett. And the defense doing a good job out there. Sandusky, Gisher, and Mendez out there on the front court. They are pressuring the Carterville ball handlers. Here's Meyer with the ball. Around to English. English weaves through traffic, puts up the shot up and in. Nice drive of the basket by Avery English. She has 7 in the quarter, 13 in the game. She has 13 of the 27. And Carterville back within 14 at 41-27. Here's Sadie Sandusky answers that bucket real quick. Hits the 3 ball. Sandusky has 7 in the quarter, 13 in the game. And the Rangerettes lead again by 17. Had to go out of the game. Taylor Mosley back in the game. Carterville on the turnover gives it back to Benton. Gisher will bring it across the timeline. Allie Gisher. Left side to Mendez. To Sandusky just beyond the arc. Around to Mendez. Now to Mosley for 3. Good. Mosley hits the 3. That's her third 3 of the night. And the Rangerettes have ballooned it up to a 20-point lead, 47-27. The Rangerettes have hit 6 threes in this game. 6 threes by Benton in this game. 3 from Sandusky and 3 from Mosley. And Benton leads it by 20 with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Substitutes in the game. Kristen Shaw in the game. Haley Hing in the game. Cassie Johnson in the game. Here's Hing. Around to Shaw. Back to Johnson. And threw it away. Right into the hands of Maddie Meyer. And foul on Hing. But a nice hustle play there by Haley Hing. As she made up some ground and caught up with Maddie Meyer. And it'll be Meyer going to the line to shoot 2. 14 seconds to go here in the third. Meyer free throw up and in. Maddie Meyer is a nice player. She has 3 tonight. Avery English has been the bright spot here for Carterville offensively. She has 13 of the 29. Second free throw, no good, though. Rebound, Leaper fights for it, but Carterville puts it up, won't go. Rebound, Guerreri up and in. Guerreri gets the offensive rebound, so that turns into a 3-point play. Here's Gisher for 3 at the buzzer, will not go. That ends our third quarter of play. We've got 3 quarters in the book. Here, our score, Benton 47 and Carterville 30. Back for fourth quarter action in 60 seconds.
Everyone has a lunch special, but what's special about it? At Mr. D's, you get great food at the best price, like the burger combo. A hearty, tasty burger, fries, and a drink for only $4.39. That's right, less than $5 for a full meal. Now that's special. Mr. D's has all of your favorites, from chicken strips with gravy to chili dogs to savory barbecue, even a tilapia fish sandwich. Wash it down with your favorite drink like a blueberry Mountain Dew or a milkshake or ice cold Pepsi. Try an ice cream cone for dessert. Mr. D's Drive-In on North Main, Benton. Are you suffering from checkout counter shock? Does your register receipt reflect higher and higher prices? Are you tired of juggling a budget that buys less for more? Your Pekin Insurance Agency, SCD Ray & Sons Insurance Agency in Benton, has good news for you. If you insure both your home and auto with Pekin Insurance, you'll receive a discount on both, up to 30% on your homeowner's premiums and up to 15% on your auto premiums. It makes good sense to call SCD Ray & Sons, 439-7557, about an auto home discount, making a difference for you by going beyond the expected.
Back to Benton Rangerette basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Marion, the Lady Wildcats Invitational. Fourth quarter action coming up. Benton with a 17-point lead over the Carterville Lady Lions, 47-30. Benton with the basketball to begin fourth quarter play. Mendez, Gisher, Carney, Sandusky, and Mosley for the Rangerettes. Meyer, Taylor, Leaper, Barrett, and English for Carterville. Gisher takes the inbounds pass and brings it across the timeline, left-hand dribble. Just underway, fourth quarter. 47-30, Rangerettes lead it. Here, Sandusky just beyond the arc. Looking down low, nothing there. Kicks it back out top the circle to Gisher. Alley, ball slapped loose. There's going to be a foul called on Meyer. Maddie Meyer, a little too aggressive on the defensive end. He gets a lot of arm And it'll be Benton basketball and a non-shooting foul. As the fourth team foul on Carterville. Inbounds will come to Sandusky. Tries to lob it down low to Abney. Kicks it back out Mendez. Right side to Gisher. Alley. Looking down low, drives the baseline, puts up the shot, won't go. Rebound pulled down by English. Avery English has had a nice game tonight for Carterville. She's got 13. Her and Katie Sandusky lead their team respectively. To the basket, bodies fly again, no call. As Abney was leveled on the drive to the basket by Barrett. Again, it has to be a foul. Whether you call a charge or whether you call a block, it has to be a foul. When player A has the ball, drives to the basket, and player B, the defensive player, and they collide, it has to be a foul. Maybe these guys got a late dinner date somewhere and they're in a hurry to get there. I don't know, but that's got to be a foul. Free throw up and in by Montana Taylor. And I'm not saying this had to be a foul either way. It had to be a foul, period. Taylor hits the front end. She'll shoot the second one. Up and no good. Carney high for the rebound. She does something every game that just makes you understand that she's the best athlete on the floor. Just a great leaper, great quickness. Callie Carney for Benton. She's been a mainstay and almost have to call that one. As Meyer ran through a screen and leveled Carney out in the middle of the floor in front of everybody. So it'll be Benton basketball. 15 foul on Carterville. Play a little ragged right now on both ends. Mendez will trigger, gets it into Gisher. Now back to Carney. Shot up and in. Callie Carney. Callie Carney has double figures. Now she has 10. She becomes the third Benton player in double figures. Leaper puts up the shot up and in. Nice move by Leaper to the basket. She puts that one in over Michaela Abney. That's Leaper's first points of the night. And she has a chance to go to the line and complete the three-point play. 49-33. I'm never real comfortable in a game like this. Free throw up and in. Leaper completes the three-point play. 49-34, 15. It was 15 at halftime. It's 15 now. Here's Sandusky. Gets it to Carney down low, and Abney cannot hang on to it. Out of bounds, it'll be Carterville basketball. 6:40 is a lot of time in a high school basketball game. Avery English with the basketball. English on the drive to the basket, left-hand shot, won't go. And last touch by Carterville will be Benton ball. 6:26 to play in the ball game. Benton with a 15-point lead. Carterville showing full court pressure. Mendez still in the backcourt. Get across the timeline. Benton does a good job breaking the press. Here's Carney, spins to the basket, puts up the shot, won't go. Abney runs it down, puts up the baseline jumper up and in. Abney will shoot the basketball. She's got 12. Benton up by 17 again. And they're going to call a foul. And it'll be Carterville basketball, non-shooting foul. 51-34, rangerettes by 17 with 6 minutes to play. In the backcourt, it is Megan Barrett, brings it across the timeline. Megan, left side to Meyer. Meyer to the basket, shot up and in. Maddie Meyer. She has 5, 51-36. And it's going to be a foul called on English as she hammers Sandusky going for the basketball. That will be the 7th. That'll be the 6th. Next foul on Carterville. And Matt Crane wants a timeout. Matt Crane, Carterville coach, wants a timeout to talk this one over. 51-36 with 5:45 to go. Don't forget, STD Ray & Sons Insurance, where they've served your insurance needs for 103 years. They bring you our timeouts here on Rangerettes basketball. Stop in and see John D. Aiken or Bob Ray. That is SCD Ray and Sons Insurance, serving all your insurance needs since 1911. Also, don't forget that our scoreboard tonight brought to you by All Stars and Stitches. Stop by and see Big Dave at 418 East Main, or give him a call. You know that number, 435-5555, All Stars and Stitches. Ask about that incredible $5 T-shirt deal. And also Whittington Church, one of our sponsors, here on Rangerettes basketball. Whittington Church, where they know the importance of teamwork, and they encourage you to be a part of a winning team at one of the many fine churches in our area. That's Whittington Church, wishing a successful season to the Rangerettes and all the teams in our area. Don't forget, be sure to stay with us for our post-game show brought to you by Jesse Drew Rocket Material, and we will have an interview with Benton coach Andy Sloan, and of course that'll be brought to you by our friends at Skibo Family Eye Care, 4200 Hillberry Road in Benton. Benton with the basketball and a 15-point lead, 5:40 to play in the game. Carterville has ratcheted up the defense. Here's Gisher. Dishes off Carney, up and in. Callie Carney. Callie Carney has 12 now. Made a difficult shot under the basket. Here is Barrett to the basket. Shot won't go. Rebound won't go. Fight for it. Abney comes away with it. Abney gets it out to Carney. Carney back to Gisher. Allie will bring it on across the timeline. Gisher working through a screen. Picks up her dribble. And she's going to be fouled by Meyer. Maddie Meyer on the foul. That should be 7. That will be a shooting situation, and Allie Gisher will go to the line and shoot the 1 and bonus. 1-1 coming up for Allie Gisher. She has 5 points on the night, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She has 4 points on the night and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 53-36, Benton by 17 with 5 minutes remaining in this basketball game. Free throw up and good. Fisher has 5. Rangerettes trying to move into weekend play, Saturday play with a 3-0 mark. Marion will try and keep pace with that in the game tonight. Benton's off night is tomorrow night. Second free throw by Gisher is good. She's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. She has 6 points. 55-36, Rangerettes by 19. English with the basketball. It's been a fun team to watch this week. They played well. Here's English for a 3 off the side of the rim. Won't go. She runs down her own rebound, tapped in the corner, gets it down low to Taylor and stolen away by Sandusky. Maybe Sandusky saw that coming. Stepped in front of the defender, or in front of the offensive player, and just picked off the pass. Now here's Gisher across the timeline. And again, going to be a foul called on Barrett. So they're going to call a timeout. Call a timeout. It'll be on the Rangerettes take a timeout here with 4.5 to play. Timeout brought to you by SCD Ray and Sons Insurance. Stop by and see John B. Aiken or Bob Ray, or give them a call, 439-7557. That's SCD Ray and Sons Insurance, serving your insurance needs for 103 years. 55-36, Benton by 19 with 4.5 to play in this one. Glad to have you with us tonight. And again now, our next broadcast from Marion will be Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock, when Benton will take on Marion. If Marion, the Lady Wildcats will be in action tonight in the game immediately following this one when they play a good Heron team. And then Marion has to play Carterville tomorrow night. Vienna and Heron in the first game tomorrow night, and Carterville and Marion in the second game. Benton has the bye on Friday night. So the Rangerettes could move into Saturday play ahead of everybody with a 3-0 mark if they can hold on to this lead with 4.5 to play. 19-point lead for Benton. Gisher with the basketball. We'll see if maybe Andy Sloan wants to spread things out. Maybe milk the clock a little bit here. Sandusky to Gisher. They catch around the perimeter. Here's Pedigo. Now to Sandusky. Now Gisher. Now Pedigo. Drop under 4 minutes. In the corner, they go to Mosley. She squares up for three. Off the mark, but Pedigo runs it down, and Benton will reset the offense. Sandusky to Gisher. Around to Pedigo. Now to Sandusky. Now Mosley. 3:35 to play in the ball game. The Rangerettes milking that clock a little bit. Here is Mosley. Shot won't go. Rebounds Pedigo, and she will be fouled, I believe. Foul is on the floor. That's a shooting foul. That'll send Kaylee Pedigo to the free throw line to shoot the one and bonus with 3:29 to play. (55-36) Rangerettes by 19. 3.5 to play. Free throw up and no good. Rebound, no. Carney puts up the shot, up and in. Callie Carney made a really difficult rebound and bucket look really easy, but it was a very difficult play. She has 14. Shot up by Carterville off the mark. That was Taylor Dunning, and Benton with the basketball on the Rangerettes. We're going to try and coax in here the final 3 minutes with a 21-point lead. Benton's going to move to 3-0 in this tournament with a really nice victory here tonight. Rangerettes fell behind 11-6 in this game and then went on a 14-0 run, and at one point went on a 26-2 run in that first half. And Benton, that ball was tipped, they say. It'll be Benton basketball. 2:41 to play here in the basketball game. Benton 57-31 over Carterville. Mosley in the corner. Here's Sandusky for three. Good. Katie Sandusky has 16. Give her 4 threes on the night. 16 points for Katie Sandusky. Benton's hit 7 threes. Bogart with a basketball. She's in the game now, along with Venable. Venable in heavy traffic under the basket. Here is a drive to the basket by Venable. Shot would not go. Going to be a jump ball. In the game for Benton will be Alexis Abney. Also in the game for Benton will be Lauren Zinzaletta, Alexis Abney, and also Hannah Wilder. Haley Ing in the game too. And it's going to be Carterville basketball with 2:08 to play. Bogart will trigger for Carterville. And Christian Shaw in the game for Cassie Johnson. And Carterville gets another sub in. That is Aaron Moore checking in the game. Aaron's a sophomore. Everybody getting a lot of playing time tonight, as the Rangerettes are going to coach the final 2 minutes here and win this one going away. Here's Bogart. Bounce pass down low, shot up and in. And Anna Billingsley on the bucket. It's her first points of the night. Shot up by the Rangerettes won't go. Alexis Abney, shot won't go. Rebound, Haley Ing. Puts up the shot, up and in. Haley Ing. Her first points of the night. 62-38. Benton by 24. Shot up, missed by Carterville. And the Rangerettes promptly throw it away, going the other way. And it'll be Carterville basketball with 1:14 to play. This has been a clinic tonight for the Rangerettes from about the midway point of the first quarter on. Benton was down by a score of 11-6 and went on a 14-0 run before Carterville scored again. Here's a shot out of the corner by Carterville, will not go. Hannah Wilder gets the rebound. Outlets it to Haley Eaton, and we're under a minute, 50 seconds and counting. Benton's going to move to 3-0 on the season. Roll in here against Marion. Right now, Benton. Here's Alexis Abney up and in. Right now, Benton hoping for Heron maybe to knock off Marion in this next game. That would leave Benton with the only team in here without a loss. Right now, it's Benton and Marion. Marion is 2-0. Benton is 3-0. Rachel Venable got the bucket for Carterville. 10 seconds remain, 64-40. The basketball's in Zaletta. Got an Ing, and that's going to be our final. 64-40 is the final. 64-40. The Rangerettes win this one. Benton moves to 3-0 on the season. Be sure and stay with us for our post-game show, brought to you by Jesse Drew Rock and Material, and also our Coach's View Report, brought to you by Skibo Family Eye Care. All that comes your way on our post-game show immediately following these messages. Back to Marion in 3 minutes.
When it's time to make sure your teeth are in healthy condition, call Dr. Simpson, DDS in Benton to schedule your appointment or your child's appointment. Regular cleaning and checkups are part of maintaining your teeth for a comfortable, healthy smile. And if you're looking to brighten your smile, Dr. Simpson offers whitening too. When your teeth need cleaning, filling, crowns, bridge work, whitening, and more, call Dr. Simpson to make an appointment. 439-4364. That's 439-4364 for Dr. Simpson, DDS in Benton.
Everyone has a lunch special, but what's special about it? At Mr. D's, you get great food at the best price, like the burger combo. A hearty, tasty burger, fries, and a drink for only $4.39. That's right, less than $5 for a full meal. Now that's special. Mr. D's has all of your favorites, from chicken strips with gravy to chili dogs to savory barbecue, even a tilapia fish sandwich. Wash it down with your favorite drink like a blueberry Mountain Dew or a milkshake or ice cold Pepsi. Try an ice cream cone for dessert. Mr. D's Drive-In on North Main, Benton.
Back to Benton Rangerette basketball on Q106.
Welcome back to Marion. Glad to have you alongside tonight for our post-game show, brought to you by Jesse Drew Rock and Material. If you need dirt, fill, sand, rock, mulch, or lime, the place to go is Jesse Drew Rock and Material in Benton. Give them a call today at 618-927-7857. That's Jesse Drew Rock and Material. They bring you our post-game show here on Rangerettes basketball. Also, Andy Sloan will join us shortly, and we'll talk with him. Our Coach's View Report brought to you by Skibo Family Eye Care, 4200 Ilberry Road in Mount Vernon. Skibo Family Eye Care, where they accept most major vision and medical insurance plans, including VSP, HIMED, Medicare, and Blue Cross Blue Shield, for all your eye care needs. Make an appointment with Dr. Emily Miner Skibo at Skibo Family Eye Care, 4200 Hillberry Road in Mount Vernon. Give them a call today at 618-242-6338. That's 618-242-6338. Skibo Family Eye Care. They bring you our Coach's View Report here on Rangerettes basketball. While we wait on Coach Sloan, let's run through the scoring for tonight's game. First, for the Carterville Lady Lions, they were led in scoring tonight by Avery English with 13. With 8 points, it was Megan Barrett. With 6 points, it was Cora Guerreri. 5 points, Maddie Meyer. 3 points, Shelby Leeper. Anna Billingsley had 2, and Montana Taylor had 1. 40 points for the Carterville Lady Lions. For the Benton Rangerettes, the Rangerettes were led in scoring tonight by Katie Sandusky with 16, followed by Callie Carney with 14, Michaela Abney with 12, Taylor Mosley with 9, Allie Gisher with 6, With 3 points, it was Haley Pedigo. And with 2 points, it was Haley Ing. 64 for the Rangers, 64 to the 40 is our final. And the Rangerettes led it 14-11 at the end of one. They led it 33-18 at halftime. They led it 47-30 over at the end of three, and Benton wins it 64-40 here in this third round action. Third round action for Benton. Benton's gets a bye tomorrow night. Everybody gets a bye one night in the tournament. Benton will get theirs on tomorrow night. Come back in here on Saturday afternoon to play against the Marion Lady Wildcats, the host team. Marion gets set to go against Heron in a game right in front of us here that's going to take off in about 12, 14 minutes. And the Rangerettes are cheering for the Lady Tigers in that one. Benton was the only team, Benton and Marion, the only team in the tournament now without a loss. So the Rangerettes have become Heron Tiger fans in this next game here between Heron and Marion. Again, we are joined by Benton Rangerette head basketball coach Andy Sloan. And Andy, your thoughts on the game?
Well, I'm very proud of our kids. I thought our defensive effort was outstanding, starting with Marcy Mendez on English. But, with the team effort, going in, we kind of went with the mentality that we can help onto her, but don't help off of her. And Marcy, she's always up for that challenge. And it was just a total team effort, whether they played a minute or 32 minutes. I'm very proud of our kids. And, we got down early. We shot the basketball probably as well as we have so far this year. And, that makes a difference. When you shoot it well, you look pretty good. And we did shoot well, but I thought our defense was key.
Yeah, I go back. We talked about it throughout the defense. And I go back to the point in the game where your team was down 11-6 and went on just an unbelievable run. And at one point went on a 26-2 run and put the game on ice early. But clearly, as you said, shot the ball awfully well. But I thought the press hurt Carterville, and I thought the Carterville guards they had struggled with Benton's defense all night long.
Yeah, I thought they did, and that was something we talked about in the game plan, is mixing that press in a little bit. It wasn't something we thought we could do all night long, but we wanted to pick our spots. And I didn't realize the run was 26-2, but no lead was safe. I kept looking at the clock when you do that. I think the game takes even longer. But, we got up. We got the lead in the halftime. We just preached to the kids, hey, you got to come out like it's 0-0. And with their firepower, I sat here and watched English hit 5 threes last night. I knew they were capable of coming back, and we were able to hit some big shots down the stretch. And we played pretty smart. We made a few errors and crushed a few shots down the stretch late, but hopefully we'll correct that. That's just going to come with learning the situation a little bit more, but what a great effort by our kids.
And, Andy, I think, again, tonight, we've talked about it all week, and it's probably something we're going to talk about all year, but, again, you're going 9-10 deep down the bench, and I say this with no disrespect to anybody, you don't lose a whole lot. It doesn't seem like when you use certain combinations, go down the bench to your 9th, 10th player, they're making contributions that are helping you win.
They are, they're stepping up, getting big rebounds, playing good defense. They may not show up a lot in the scorebook, but they're doing the little things that make big things happen. And, right now we're using 4 main kids off the bench, and, they've risen to the challenge. And like you said, we haven't lost anything whenever we're switching in and out a little bit. The one spot I thought we had a hard time was maybe putting some in for Marcy, just because of Marcy's physicality mixed in with her quickness. I didn't know if anybody else that could guard English as well as she did. But other than that, our bench play has been outstanding for us, and it's been a big key to us getting off to this good start.
Every game, I mentioned it, there's at some point in every game when you just realize that Callie Carney is the best athlete on the floor, maybe the best athlete in Southern Illinois. She just does a lot of things out there that she makes look easy that's not easy.
She sure does. I watch her. Coach Roper calls some things off of free throws, and I kind of let him call that. And Callie, it's amazing to me how many balls she gets you off of this free throw. And, there's times when we probably don't give her the ball as much as we should, or we can't because of the way she's guarded. But she is just so active around the ball all the time, and she's got a motor that just doesn't stop. And plays as hard as anybody I've seen play, and it's a good job for us. a great job for us, and I'm glad she's on our side. We don't have to worry about defending her every night.
And when in years past, when you had her, I mean, I think it's kind of a luxury this year that she's not having to carry the entire load. I think that makes her better in all phases of her game. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's something we talked about a little bit as a coaching staff. That first game we played, she was a little disappointed, but I don't think Callie's taken a step back with her game. I just think the kids around her are a little bit better, and they're getting some shots to fall. Mosley shot it well tonight. Katie Sandusky coming back. I think it's taken a huge load off of Callie because now they got to restrict Katie from the outside. Allie Gish has done a great job running the show for us. And Michaela Adams been solid inside, as have our kids off the bench. So, and then you got Marcy. So, I think the kids around her are better. So that's helped taking the load off of her a lot.
And Andy, we've been into this tournament many years now, where you roll in on a weekend. There's been years when you're rolling on the weekend looking for the first win of the year. There's been others where you roll in on the weekend. You got a chance to win things, but I think the beauty of where Benton's at right now, regardless of what happens here between Marion and Aaron, Benton controls their own destiny right now.
That's right. We talked about that just a few minutes ago. It's nice to be in the driver's seat and control your own destiny. At the same time, you've got to be ready to go, fired up for Marion on Saturday, because you can't come in here and stub your toes. Or what we did tonight doesn't mean nearly as much as what it does right now. So we've got to be ready. We've got a great opportunity in front of us, and we've played well enough to put ourselves in a pretty good position. Now we've got to finish it out, and that's going to be the challenge for our kids moving forward.
And Andy, with the long week of basketball that you've had, Friday is a bye day, the bye game for the Rangerettes. You've got Friday actually off. How do you handle this now? Thursday night here at 8:00, and you've got till Saturday afternoon at 2. How do you prepare, and what's your schedule look like?
Yeah, you're right. It's been a long week, so we'll watch about half of this game and then get a look at Marion, and I'll probably come back and watch it tomorrow night. Practice tomorrow will be a little bit shorter than normal because, like you said, it's been a long week, and I want to save some legs for Saturday. I know some of the kids have played a lot of minutes, and we got to get in tomorrow and get things done that we need to get done and get out, get a good night's sleep, and come in Saturday about noon and maybe 11 o'clock, depending on what the bus leaves, we'll come over here, and then hopefully we'll give Marion a good game.
Andy, a great win tonight. Rangerettes hitting on all cylinders. Thanks a lot for coming up, and we'll look forward to seeing you in here Saturday afternoon when Benton has a chance to run the table in this tournament. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having me, and I've got to say, one of my players who wish Marcy Mendez a happy 17th birthday. Her birthday was tonight. She had a great game. So thanks a lot again for broadcasting the game.
Very good. That's Andy Sloan. He's the head coach at Benton. Rangerettes win it by a score of 64-40. Just as you heard Coach Sloan say, just a really nice outing for the Rangerettes tonight. They were good on the offensive end, shot the ball very well. They hit 8 3-pointers in the game. 7 3-pointers in the game, and but the defense, I think, made the difference. I think the defense, and particularly as Coach Sloan said, Marcy Mendez, the defensive effort that she had tonight on Avery English, probably the difference in the ball game. English is just a nice player, and she still finished with 13 tonight, but she got 8 of those when the game had already pretty much was out of hand, and so just a great effort tonight by Benton, and we certainly enjoyed the call of the game as the Rangerettes win it by a score of 64-40. 64-40 is our final. The post-game show again tonight was brought to you by Jesse Drew Rock and Material. If you need dirt, fill, sand, rock, mulch, or lime, the place to go is Jesse Drew Rock and Material. Give them a call today, 618-927-7857. That's Jesse Drew Rock and Material. They bring you our post-game show here on Rangerettes basketball. And again, our Coach's View Report with Andy Sloan, brought to you by Skibo Family Eye Care, where they offer full comprehensive eye exams, contact lens fitting and evaluation, pediatric and school requirement eye exams, retinal imaging and testing, and pre- and post-op management of cataract and LASIK procedures, and a complete selection of glasses in a variety of styles. Skibo Family Eye Care. Visit them online at skibofamilyeyecare.com, SKIBO FamilyEyeCare.com. That's Skibo Family Eye Care. That bring you our Coach's View Report. The Rangerettes moved to 3-0 on the young season with a solid 64-40 victory over Carterville tonight, and Benton will move back into the play here for the final time this year at Marion on Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. You'll hear that game right here on WQRL. We are on the air at 15 Field 2, 145 for our pregame tip-off at 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon in Benton with a chance to run the table in here at the Marion Lady Wildcats Invitational this year. Benton with a chance to go 4-0. With that said, we're going to wrap it up for tonight for my engineers back at the studio tonight. For Dylan Snyder, Caleb Reed, and Chris Melvin, I'm Jim Muir. I'm speaking for all the good folks at Dana Communication. We hope you enjoyed the ball game tonight as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Once again, the final score, Benton 64, Carterville 40. So long, good night from Marion, and God bless you.